I'm not going to wait for loads of people to come in, or anybody to come in. There's a few lives at the moment. Northern Kings live. It's now 10 a.m. in Phuket, in Thailand, fishing down rain. Now, Humble, you could have gone live with that video that you said your video response. I knew I was going to get a response saying that you were somewhere else. I knew you were lying. I mean, you could have pretended you're somewhere else in Thailand. But say you're 3 flights away. Phuket's got an international airport. You can fly to Australia from Phuket. You can fly to England from Phuket. So, I don't know. At a glance at that, I like quite remember, but I don't know. But I just put a few videos out there showing how easy it is to adopt a video, you know. And he said it took you 3 takes to make that video. Why? Because you realised there was something in the background. You give away your location, so you have to keep doing it again, doing it again. Nah, you weren't there. You weren't there. I'm giving you my live location. You know, you're lying. I reckon. I reckon you, when you found out I was here, you could have messaged me. You could have. I was told you my phone's open, ready to meet up. You can call me. My telephone number's already been doxed anyway. Um, There were GPS coordinates, and I went to. I was actually at those coordinates where GPS. So those GPS coordinates to put up there, and then I went up. I went on a little walk around. Now you got to remember the stuff that you told me. See, this is your contradictions. You said you got a few people within a few kilometres from me. So even if, for example, your video was true, you could have had somebody turn up and meet on your behalf, couldn't you? I just showed you a video of me walking around Texas a few minutes ago. So quickly I can just, fly from one end of the world to the other. I'm not in Texas, but I made it look as though I was. That took me like about a minute to do that. Um, Dr. Porkchop, I don't know, man. All I know is I'm in Phuket and it's pissing down with rain. Humbles has been rumbled. He put that video up he did about 5 hours ago. 5 hours ago, that's 10 o'clock here. It's 5 in the morning. I made that video in Thai time. I made that video about 10 o'clock at night, roughly. I made that video 7 hours after I made my video. He didn't come up and make a video response straight away. Don't tell me you didn't see it, because there was 70 odd people in there before I left. I don't know how many views it's got since then. It took you 7 hours to fabricate a video. And it was dark when you put it up there, so you're definitely in my time zone. Dr. Pork Chops. I don't know. All I know is Hummels is lying his head off. The voice notes he sent me, type people chatting in the background. They gave away a little bit too much information. Well, how was the pack of pow that the woman behind you ordered? That's fried rice with basil leaves. Pack of pow chicken guy, pack of pow guy. You hear that in the background? Whilst they were sitting in reception, see, I could hear like, now you're going to be extra careful with your background noise. And you told me you're not hiding. You're not hiding. You just tell me where you are. Simple. Like I've done these wild goose chases. But you are hiding. Just come over. Just say you're hiding. Tell everybody you're scared. So you want to be the puppet master, but you want to be invisible. You're worried something might come back. Come back to you. I'm still going to go ahead and do what I'm going to do. I believe you're around me, and I'm going to put the myth to bed that you can have people, summon people at the call of a phone call, the push of a phone call, and push of a button, and have people come and do me in. So I'm going to do. I'm going to walk around, free as a bird. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and you still got some time to prove that your myth about you is real, because I don't believe it is. I'm going to put my life on it that it's not true. You call me mad. Well, put this mad, raving man to sleep then, if you can. You can't. So I'm going to keep digging and digging and digging till you pop your head up. Do you understand? You understand? Be on the same page? I mean, you're a troll, so we'll see how does he lie? I always will. Oh yeah, but what I'm doing, I'm debunking his lies. I'll give you an example. My missus, she's into all this fortune telling stuff, and she does all this mad stuff. But she goes to the fortune teller, please stop doing it. One day she came home and she said, I've got to go and buy a coffin for poor people, or I'm going to get trouble from the government. That's what the fortune teller said. I was like, fucking, here we go again. You know what? I did it. You know why I did it? Because if I did it and I did get trouble from the government or whatever, then I could actually say, look, then I did what you told me to do, still got trouble. So that way I could debunk the myth or the whatever it was. So I'm doing a similar tactics with him. He said he could have a phone, make a phone call and have people surround me and blow the roof off my house and wife and child. He could probably dox my family. That anyone could do. I mean, he doesn't need to be connected to do that. But the other stuff, he's giving it, the Billy Big Bollocks, where he actually says he could physically do stuff. I just want to debunk that myth. And if I'm wrong, then I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But at the moment, it's not looking good for him. Not looking good. Still in Phuket. He could message me on Instagram, tell me to meet here, tell me to go there. I'll go. I'll turn up 100%. I will. This is a police station. I was actually more worried about him calling the cops and the cops turning up rather than, his minions or his Russian gangsters or the SAS. And to be honest, that was actually my real worry yesterday. But then they couldn't do anything anyway because I had nothing on me apart from the telephone. So we'll see how it goes. Man, with a humble gosh, it got me arrested. It got me arrested for a petrol can being left at his door. It was not doing me. Very interesting. Right, this is interesting. Oh my gosh, he threatened. He got me arrested for a petrol can being left at his door. It was nothing to do with me, and threatened to slash my face open. Ironically, he's blocked me on Facebook. So there you go. We need more people like you to come out and tell us the stories because he's a police informer. It goes, you see, it's just madness. The projections going on it. I don't want to talk about that, Jackie. Oh, I will talk about it a little bit. Basically, she doesn't like the new company I keep, and that's a long story short. Um, so that's my train of thought there. Yeah, more people need to come forward and tell us their experience with Huh? You just delete your comments like that. You're weird. I don't understand. People need to come forward. I want more people to come forward and tell us their experiences with humbles because he's going around giving on the Billy Big Bollocks, demanding 70 grand off people. He seems to have complete immunity from doing that, even though he's openly doing it online. It's crazy. But he's out of his jurisdiction now. He's out of the UK, so that's why he's even more under the radar here. But then again, I have to put myself in Humble's position. If I'd messed with the amount of people that he'd messed with, I'd probably have my back to the wall where I go. I'd probably change my name and change my identity and hide under a rock. But then I wouldn't want to lose face. I'd tell everybody that, I'm not hiding when I am. Or everything else. Oh, Jeff, I don't understand how. Oh, it's because he commented. You was in her crew. But Jackie, please, I don't want to. Look, it's my personal problems that come onto YouTube. I told you. I told you the gist of it. Babs, I unblocked you. You can now see my messages. Liz, you call us scum. The phone call which you made telling. I'm going to highlight this comment. All I did was expose you, Liz. You didn't have to. You reached out to me and Emma. You reached out to me and Emma underneath her community post where a house had been petrol bombed. I assumed, so I don't know much about what side you're on, or whatever, that you had some kind of sympathy for her, or you might have had something that you could have. If someone was to contact someone offline, especially after the house has been petrol bombed, I thought you might have had something that might have helped the situation. But she'd already gone to bed, so I put a community post. I tagged you in it, and I gave you my details, and then your phone number. You put your phone number in, and then I deleted the community post. I then called you on WhatsApps, and you spoke to me for ages, and I realised that you had nothing good to say about Emma. But then when I called Emma up, and I said late when she woke up, that Liz was wanting to speak to you, and she just added to the call. And so I added into the call. I recorded it because I realised that could have gone south, and it did. And you said that she deserved to be petrol bombed. You also there was some other weird stuff happening that night. Apparently, you called someone. You called someone at 2 o'clock in the morning, a number which you would not have access to unless you had access to a phone, and her phone had been hacked prior, so it don't look very good. You did you no I just explained it all there, Jackie. You said to Emma on the phone that she deserved to have a house with petrol bombed. You sick omen. I don't need backup. I know that the fact I prefer not having backup because I don't have to fall in line with people. When someone's got your back, it means you've got to have their back. I got hounded like every day. Don't say this, don't say that, delete this, delete that. I'll tell you what, Jackie, you're gonna have time down the block. Got nothing good to say. No point you being here. Just home from bar. Anne said humble ripped off some dealers. Well, he's got police protection, so he's taking the piss. $100%. Said he's a copper's pencil. I think it's all come on top for him. I don't believe for 1 second him and his missus split up. I think there's a load. You remember, like, when somebody's a liar, you have to take into account everything that they will tell you was possibly a lie. Like everything, even what they had for breakfast, probably a lie. On that note, I'm gonna blow now. It's not I'm trying to put a message out. I'd like to do shorter live because people got more chance of watching the replay. Well, Humble, I'm still here for a couple more days. Came here to give you my time. The least you could do is, use one of your luxury jets and just fly down and sort me out, or just make a phone call. Otherwise, you're just a shit house, mate. And you'll be nothing more, nothing less than a grass police informer. See, my theory is, I think you went quiet for a while. My theory about you, Humble Cryer, is Humble Bob Cryer. My theory is that you're a super grass. Now, I remember Marvin Herbert got my ears open when he told me he was offered 70 grand to inform on other villains, and he said he turned it down, which obviously he has, otherwise he'd be probably be like Humble like right now. I reckon he gets money for informing on villains, and I reckon because he hasn't been active for a while, the money well's drying up, so he's consistently looking for new people he can throw under a bus. I reckon he's a paid supergrass. That's what I reckon him and his missus are. Paid supergrasses. I mean, allegedly, I don't know 100% for sure, but he has the profile of a supergrass. You look at the people that hangs around him, like Anne Dragon, the one which actually admits to working in the police. I mean, she says she wasn't. He said he weren't a copper, but sat on the table next to coppers. So maybe he wasn't in the police, but he was in the police. You know what I mean? He was in the police station. Maybe the police were in him. Maybe too many police went inside him, and that's why he had to leave. I don't know. Well, who knows what goes on? Compulsory life. Fake fallout with motorsports. Says he's not good for it. It's all bullshit. Fake fallout with Cumberland Truth. Yep. 100%. 100% man the can. The man with the can. 100%. Yeah, and was gobby about me. Cumbrian Bob Cryer jumped up on the panel, started bad mouthing me and Dragon, said some slander stuff about me, saying that how to a danger I am to women. Stuff I was saying isn't fit for YouTube, and if someone was to put it up, it'd be taken down straight away. That's how bad it was. What a cop out. And Axel came on, oh, apparently I'm working for this person, that person. Oh, they call me a mong. Oh, dear. Right. Hey, off I go. Let's go and get some breakfast now. It's 10:21. I don't like all this hanging around waiting. I get fat because I get bored and start eating and putting on weight. We're down the gym. So hopefully the exercise will be meeting up with Humble, but wishful thinking. I knew I knew he was going to make a video or something. He had to give a response. I was more interested in what the excuse was. He had to give an excuse. I already knew he was going to say he's somewhere else. Well, I'm here for a few more days, so if you message me or put it out there that you're going to be here the next 24 hours, even 48 hours, I'll wait for you. If not, then the opportunity has been lost. You have to come to my doorstep next time. Cheers, everybody. Allegedly, she was NFA. She was charged. NFA. But I don't know about that. You have to ask. And I don't know. But I know it's famous for grassing up Brian Harvey. considering how anti-snitching Humbles is. You know, why would you want them to sit on panels with somebody openly grassed up, you know, ex-celebrity or current celebrity, famous for it? You know, Grassley, famous for it, sitting on panels with an open, self-confessed snitch. Used to work with the coppers. I mean, just it's right in front of you. It's plain as day. All these things these people are accusing people of, it's right in front of us. We see them for who they are. Everything they accuse other people of being, police informants, this and that, snitches, it's exactly what they are. All they're doing is projecting. That's where they're so obsessed with police informants, because they know what they've done, and they want to deflect what they've done onto somebody else. I mean, look who they hang around with. I would never want to share a panel with a known snitch. Oh, it's been out there on paperwork, grassed up, Brian Harvey, malicious communications, for 30 words online. Pathetic. Man. These people want to use these people to back them up when they go on Paddy Conroy's show. What the fuck? Come on. These people, you know, if they want to be on a dark corner, they should be on another corner, not this so-called dark corner. But they want to be on here because look, this is the so-called dark corner of the internet, then it makes sense that coppers will want to infiltrate the dark corner, isn't it? I mean, it's common sense. Anywhere that's dark, especially online, be a dark corner of the internet or whether it be a dodgy street, you know, police are going to patrol these places. Some of them in plain sight. It makes me interested why some people like to align themselves with certain people. People that used to call themselves my friends. Weird. Well, I can tell you that Emma Cockrell is 100% not a police informer. They're trying to make her out to be 100%. And ask me how I know. Well, I know. And what's it? Humble's trying to spin a story saying, "Oh, how many people could get remanded and released?" It's called bail. Bail with a GPS. If he had any kind of immunity from the law, he wouldn't have a GPS bracelet around his ankle now, would he? I mean, you take all that health into consideration. If anything, he's been treated worse than anybody else. Police informer because he got released from remanded after being in custody, 24 hours in police custody. They've done everything they can to lock him up. You're telling me the police are on their side? Fucking hell, do me a favour. Anyone that believes Humble was an absolute retard, like he calls me, I just took the piss like tagging Donald Trump in a post. That's all he could use against me. I just tagged him. It wasn't that difficult. I just wrote a tweet, put hashtag or at Donald Trump. Really easy to do. Didn't take up much time. Anyway, righty ho, off I go.